back at it again with another video. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. So, I was wrong. I will admit that I was wrong. I made my last video a couple days ago. I thought Shapiro was a lock on the VP pick. I was wrong. Harris did not choose Shapiro. She chose Tim Walz. I'm not usually one to admit when I'm wrong, but I'm wrong. Anyways, Harris chooses Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota. So it's Kamala Harris, current VP, Tim Walz, the Minnesota governor, Trump, former president, and J.D. Vance, the senator, the junior senator from Ohio. So Harris-Walz, and then we got Trump and Vance. So right now, the momentum is currently in Harris's favor. Harris has overtaken Trump in different polls. To be honest, I don't really trust a whole lot of polls because polls have been wrong in the past and polls will continue to be wrong in the future. However, if the poll is seeing significant movement, then I'll take it somewhat seriously. So Kamala Harris, according to some polls, have already overtaken Trump. So the momentum has really shifted away from Trump. After the RNC, after the assassination attempt, after Biden was still on the ticket, the momentum was seen to be in Trump's favor. And then if you look in the past couple of weeks, past month or so, Biden drops out. Kamala is the nominee. There's all this energy that has really been put back into the race. A lot of donors, a lot of enthusiasm and energy and money coming into the Harris campaign. And now with this, it just seems that she has momentum. And in politics, momentum is everything. Because if you look at different primary seasons, you look at, let's say 2008, for example. Everyone thought Hillary would be the Democratic nominee 2008. However, Obama built momentum over the course of the primary, and he won the nominee and then the presidency. Same thing in 2016. Trump had momentum towards the end of the race, which got him over the hump. So momentum and all that fun stuff is the name of the game in politics. So right now, Kamala Harris has the momentum. So different polls, again, don't really take polls too seriously, but that's a paywall. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Anyways, so let's go through the states. So today, time of recording, 9 o'clock Central Time on August the 6th. We'll fill in the blue states, we'll fill in the red states, and we'll kind of go from there. All right. Northeast, DC, red states. Okay, so basically there are 6 battleground states in this election. I think New Hampshire is pretty lean to the left. Maine 2nd congressional district is light red. Nebraska 2nd is light blue. Okay, 6 battleground states. That's basically this election in a nutshell. Basically, you got the Sunbelt states of Nevada, Arizona, and Georgia. Basically, the southern half of the U.S. Sunbelt, Nevada, Arizona, Georgia. And then you get the upper Midwest 3 states, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. Now, the reason why I thought in my last video that Shapiro was going to be the nominee was because he's the governor of Pennsylvania. The electoral math goes through Pennsylvania. But to be honest, I actually kind of like this pick. Tim Walz has been in the national spotlight for a while. He was a representative in the House, 2-term governor. Shapiro is kind of a new person to the scene. Obviously, he's been in politics for a long time as an attorney general. I thought since Kamala was a state attorney general and Shapiro was a state attorney general, I thought that would be the nominee for the VP pig. But I like this for them because if you bring in Tim Walz, you kind of really energize that upper Midwest. Obviously, Minnesota is a pretty blue state, so there's not a whole lot of room for improvement on the Democratic side. Minnesota has gone Democrat for a long time. Minnesota even went blue in 1984 for Walter Mondale, the only state that went blue during that election besides D.C. So I think if you really energize the upper Midwest, that's the ball game. If you can take Pennsylvania, if you can take Michigan, if you can take Wisconsin, that's it. That's all you really need. I mean, that's exactly 270. You might be able to get in Arizona and Nevada maybe, but that's all you need. And with Walz on the ticket, I think that's possible. Because right now, again, we talked about momentum. We talked about how momentum is kind of the name of the game in politics, especially during election season. How momentum can swing one way or the other. The momentum was swinging so far towards Trump that Biden dropped out. And now that Biden dropped out and Harris is the nominee and Walz is the pick, the momentum has shifted back towards the Democrats. So I think Michigan and Pennsylvania are light blue because they've kind of shifted light blue over the past couple election cycles. 2018, 20, and 2022, very good showings for state Democrats in Michigan and Pennsylvania. I think Georgia is a light red. I think Arizona is light red, but there's a possibility for it to go very light blue. But I'm going to put Arizona very light red. So it's basically 260, 262. And it kind of comes down to Nevada and Wisconsin. So I think Harris pulls it out in Wisconsin. I think if she really pulls out the base of voters in Milwaukee and Madison, then that's the whole ball game. I think Nevada is also light blue because Nevada has voted blue nationally ever since 2008. So this is kind of how I see the map at the moment, 276, 262. If the momentum continues to swing in Harris's favor, then there is a possibility that you can capture Arizona, maybe work on Georgia. But for right now, this is kind of how I see it. Close election electorally. I think Walz is a good pick because you can really energize that upper Midwest base of voters and really try and turn out independent and swing voters. So this is kind of how I see the election as of time of recording, August the 6th at 9 o'clock. So we'll keep making videos. We'll kind of see how the race turns out. Y'all have been liking these videos. So I'm going to sign off. I'll see you all in the next video. Deuces.